Hello everybody, my name is Makaila and I'm a licensed esthetician here at Dandle Spa. I absolutely love giving at-home recommendations and I love seeing people for facials. So I'm just here today to talk about how you can prepare for your wedding, whether that's the week before or if it's a year in advance right after the engagement. You're going to have multiple pictures taken of you, so we want to make sure you are glowing and looking perfect on your big day. The first most important step with preparing for your wedding is making sure that your at-home skincare is perfect and is going to be good for your skin. So that is a perfect time to go and get your first facial if you haven't had one before, and get those recommendations so that you can be ready and have those months of continuous skincare to look perfect and not have anything new on the face the week of the wedding. A perfect skincare routine normally looks like a good cleanse, a double cleanse every single day. We want to have a continuous exfoliant that we're using throughout the weeks, whether that is 3 to 4 times a week, or if you have a gentle exfoliant serum that you can use every single day with some good aftercare, which also looks like a good moisturizer and a good SPF, because it takes about 2 weeks for the skin to really notice differences from skincare and building onto a skincare routine. So months and months ahead, you are going to see even more of those benefits and looking even better for the wedding day. Making sure that you have that great lineup means that you will be preparing yourself for the best when you come to your wedding day. That way, the base for your makeup is the skincare you've been doing, and then just any type of primer or setting spray on top of that so that you are looking perfect. Another important thing that you really need to consider is what time of the year is your wedding in. If we're in the winter time, you are probably going to need more hydration and more moisture. And if we are in the summertime, there's probably going to be a little bit more oil control that might need to happen. Or if you were an acne prone client, we're going to need to be wary of some of those overhydrating products that you could potentially use. So it's very smart to speak with your esthetician while getting consistent facials leading up to the wedding to make sure you guys are adhering to the weather and what their skin likes for those weather changes. Especially this time of the year, it has been dry, it's been humid on rainy days, and that has been stripping people's moisture. So making sure that we're giving the skin what it needs, but not overpopulating the skin is very important. A lot of people don't necessarily realize that a retinol does help with skin cell rejuvenation. If you are going to be an acne-prone client, we do not need the skin rebuilding itself constantly, because that's going to give you more buildup. So we need to be sure we're targeting every single thing, and it's the same with vitamin C. If you're having issues with fine lines, if the skin isn't feeling bright enough, but you are acne prone, that is a different type of hydration that you're adding into there, extra vitamins the skin might not need. So definitely being wary of your ingredients when you are doing that at home care as well. Which having an esthetician that you can consistently see is very smart with having good closure when it comes to making skincare decisions, taking their recommendations to mind, and just setting yourself up for the best results. So this leads me to talk about starting early, which is why I was mentioning getting consistent facials or seeing an esthetician right after the engagement so you can kick started right on that. We would recommend about 6 to 10 months in advance starting a chemical peel journey or seeing if a dermaplane actually works for you. A dermaplane is a nice form of mechanical exfoliation. It is the complete exfoliation of the face with the benefit of hair removal, since it is a blade that is going and exfoliating the skin. Dermaplaning, however, can cause some people to peel a little bit, be a little bit drier after, which is why we recommend trying that out and seeing if your skin likes that multiple months in advance, because a lot of people like to get a dermaplane monthly, keeping up with that maintenance, making sure the skin is exfoliated. But if we are getting that the week of the wedding, if the skin decides to dry up or if the skin has an adverse reaction, which we would not recommend getting a dermaplane for the first time the week of the wedding, but we just want to be sure heavier treatments are going to work for you about 2 weeks before the wedding so that the skin can be healed. We don't have any downtime before the wedding, and just being mindful that changing a lot in this skincare and also adding a lot of heavy stuff in right before the wedding can cause purging, can cause makeup not to lay nicely on the skin, and can cause excess exfoliation that you need to do. And now we kind of lead to the most important part of the wedding prep. The stressful part is the last month leading up to the wedding. You have everybody contacting you, you're getting so much stuff in the mail, and you just kind of feel like you can't take care of yourself. This is the time to get the shorter treatments and keep up with that at-home skincare. We're going to keep doing the skincare regimen at home, but this is when we can get an eyebrow wax, an eyebrow tint, especially during this busy month. You want to be able to have a shorter service that you can get. And this is around the time when we do want to see how are we reacting to a lash lift solution, how do we react to an eyelash tinting if we're not doing false lashes or if we are not doing just regular makeup at the wedding. If we want more of a natural look, we want to be sure we are also reacting well to wax and having good results from a lash lift and tint or a brow wax and tint. Also, in that last month, this is when we need to be sure we are absolutely not adding anything new into our skincare unless that is makeup. If we are an acne-prone client, we need to be looking for some makeup that is not going to irritate the skin, and we need to try that out for a few weeks and see how the skin likes it and how it looks in pictures. And then if we are a drier skin client, we want to be sure we're finding the good prep and set steps to make sure the makeup is looking nice and glowy. Also in the last month is where body care can really come in handy. In the months before, you can consult an esthetician and see what body care might work for the décolleté, for the back, for the arms, or for the legs. We will have bits of skin showing in photos, and a lot of people do like to have a backless dress or a nice sweetheart neckline, so we want to be sure everything is photographing well everywhere. Not consistent exfoliation, exfoliating about as much as the face. Even though the skin of the body is a little bit thicker, we still don't want to be doing too much because we don't want to irritate anything if we are shaving, if we're getting waxed. So we do just need to be mindful of that whenever we are doing more body care. But having a good body mist, moisturizing the body, and keeping up with that skincare as well is very beneficial for weddings. And we do also provide back facials here. If we need deep extractions, we can absolutely do that during a back facial and get that deep cleanse in. I just would not do a back facial a week before the wedding. I would do it a little bit of time out so that the back is not sensitive and will not be more sensitive to the sun if we do have a summer wedding. And now we are reaching crunch time, which is the last week before the wedding. You will have already gotten that last facial, you would have already gotten that last dermaplane, and you would have been well done with chemical peels if you did start that process. Now we need to look at diet. We are not going to be having energy drinks the week of the wedding. We are not going to be drinking a lot of alcohol. If you are acne prone and if you are showing stress blemishes, let's stop with the eggs, have less hormonal foods. No more milk, let's switch to almond milk maybe for the time being. Definitely keep with the lightest skincare you can with your regimen. Anything that's not going to irritate the face, we are going to go easy the last week because you are already stressed. We do not need to stress out the skin anymore. Once again, my name is Makaila and I'm a licensed esthetician here at Dandle Spa and Skincare on Broad Street in Chattanooga. I would love to see you whether you are freshly engaged or not.